The Dead Pair Podcast is brought to you by the Elite Experience, Elite Shotguns, and is fueled by Fiocchi.
Paul?
Welcome to the Dead Pair Podcast, coming in hot with everything you want to hear about sporting clays.
Guy Fieri.
How are you, gentlemen? Thanks for having me.
Anthony Matarese Jr., how you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty well.
Welcome back, David Radulovich.
That's a net positive 50 minutes. Brad Kidd.
Corey Cruz. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Now I feel awkward.
With your hosts, Jason
One
Rambo
more Red Bull for you.
and Sean Alley.
Woo, yeah!
Christmas.
Let's do it!
Often imitated but never duplicated. It's the Dead Pair Podcast. And now, it's showtime.
Yo, Mr. Large and in charge. What's up, buddy?
Well, this is certainly a change, at least a recent change.
Yeah, I know. I liked it better when I didn't have to look across the table at you.
Yeah, back in the Buckeye State. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right, man. It's been, it's been hectic. It's got in late last night, and here we are for a podcast, ready to rip, roar, and roar. One, however they say
we'll go with that. One of those.
Yeah, one of those. Paul. Oh man.
Yeah, lots going on with you, man.
Yeah, that's for sure. Very excited. Towers are coming along nicely. Anybody that's interested in a pre-sale, we are going to be doing some of those. I don't have any pictures or videos yet. The prototype is being built as we speak. We're going to test the crap out of it, and yeah, we'll go from there. We're going to start taking orders.
Nice.
So,
A little bit of a change in weather up here as compared to down there, I imagine.
no, it feels the same because the humidity's so high up here too right now.
Okay.
It feels exactly the same, to be honest with
But
you.
your morning and evenings aren't this cool.
Morning and evenings aren't this cool. No. It stays pretty crispy down there.
Yeah, I bet.
So, but no, looking forward to getting back down there late this fall, and getting the shooting season started down there.
Good deal.
It's a little different than up here. We wait till April, May and get started, and down there they get started in November.
They don't ever stop.
Well, they stop in the summertime. It gets pretty crispy.
Right.
So. Well, hey, listen, we got a turning talk to get to.
It's Tourney Talk. Brought to you by Score Chaser.
The Idaho State will be held at Rock Creek Ranch and will be held June 12th through the 16th, and that is for 2024. Also, we have Kentucky State FETASC at Rangers Gun Club now open, and that is for May 4th and 5th, 2024.
Hey, listen, we got some exciting news. Sean and I are still kind of baffled by this. Definitely humbled, wouldn't you say, Sean?
Yeah, back up. I mean, because we found out about this at the North Central Regional.
Yeah, and a guy emailed us. His name is Brent. And him and his wife took a 1991 golf cart. And I think Brent must own some kind of automotive repair business.
He looks like he's in auto body or something
Yeah.
like that.
But they took this thing completely down to the frame. They put a new 45 horsepower motor in it, gas motor.
Thing's got to fly.
Yeah, well, either that or it's got a ton of torque. Put a lift kit on it, new wheels and tires, new paint. His wife did all the upholstery. Yeah. And if you look down in our show description, there's a link, a YouTube link. You can see everything he did to this golf cart. Long story short, Brent got a hold of us. He called it the Dead Pair golf cart. And they love the show. They've just bought a new golf cart, and they wish to donate this one. So we got together with our favorite recipients, Kids and Clays.
Absolutely.
The sponsors that also donates to Ronald McDonald House charities. We got a hold of them, and we formed a drawing. So what we're going to do, tickets are $20 each, or $6 for $100. You do not need to be present to win. You can go to the link www.deadpair.givesmart.com. Again, that link is also in the show description. But we're gonna raffle this thing off. We're gonna draw the winner at the Caribbean Cup. Again, you don't need to be present to win. We were talking to Doug Jennerett with Kids and Clays, and he told us that they have got a truck driver that donates his time and his truck and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to see about possibly getting this thing over to Caribbean Cup to actually physically be there, or maybe even help out with a delivery
Yep.
of the golf cart. So Get your tickets. This is all going for a good cause. We are not keeping one red cent of this. Every bit of it's going to Kids and Clays, which, again, that money goes to Ronald McDonald's House Charities. Again, tickets are $20 each or $6 for 100. Sean, I mean, how cool.
Yeah, I mean, how generous, number one.
Yeah.
And how cool that the guy thought enough about us to offer it up, to the dead pair. But obviously the stipulation was we needed to give it away to some charity.
Right.
And I mean, what a great story. I mean, we were just absolutely, Jason and I read that email. We got home one night from the North Central Regional, and Jason said, "Did you see that email?" I'm like, "No." So I opened it up, looked at it. I mean, just blown away.
Yeah.
I mean, just a guy out of the blue. We don't know him from Adam, and just shows you what kind of great people are out there in this sport.
Absolutely. I mean, there's I don't think you can find a finer group of people in any sport.
No. And this cart is really nice. I mean,
Yes.
It's really nice. I mean, he custom built the rack. He's got gun racks on the back. He bent the tube and everything goes around the roll bar, and
Oh yeah, he did
all that stuff. It's all custom.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing is one of a kind.
Yep, and like I said, his wife did all the upholstery, and you can see in the video she's sewing all the upholstery, everything by hand.
Yeah, it's super nice.
Very cool.
Super nice.
Hey, speaking of good people in the sport, we have Erich Roden from Barepelt, along with Zach Kienbaum and Desi Edmonds, and the Miss Colleen, Erich's daughter, from Barepelt, coming on to talk something new they have going on, and they're being pretty secretive, so kind of antsy here to get them on the phone and see what it's all about.
It's all hush hush.
Hey, shh, don't tell anybody.
Don't tell nobody. Hopefully everybody will think this is pretty cool.
Absolutely. Well, let's get them on the phone. Well, this introduction is going to be a mouthful. We have with us Mr. Erich Roden from Barepelt. Some of you guys might recognize this name. Zach Kienbaum, multi-time national champion, multi-time ladies national champion, Desi Edmonds, and then here in a little bit we're gonna call up Colleen. We're gonna get her on the phone with us too. So, Erich, what's going on, buddy? How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's been a while since I've been on, so I'm glad to be back. Hope everybody's been well, and thanks again for the support.
Yeah, I think we ran into you last at the North Central Regionals. That's the last time we saw face-to-face. It's been a little bit of time between that point. Zach, how about you, man? What's been going on?
Not too much, just a lot of teaching this week. We were in Texas last week for the Diamond Classic. I think that was last week.
Yeah, it all kind of blurs together this time
and
of year.
Louisiana prior to that. Really nice regional there at Covey Rise, and then we did a little teal hunting
Nice.
in between. So it was we had a good time. We always have a good time.
Well, we're going to dive into that here in a second, but in the short term, Erich, you've got something new you've been teasing us with here. You want to tell us about this?
Sure. We've always aiming to innovate and answer some of our customers' wants, and what we've decided to do was answer the call to make a bird hunting vest, and what that became was a spin-off of Barepelt called Barepelt Outdoors. The aim of that is to develop products for the hunting and wing shooting market with kind of the same ethos and desired performance of our clay shooting vests. And it's been an exciting venture. We've kept it under wraps, but we're very glad to come on here, talk about it and give as many hints as we can before we launch.
Very cool.
Cool. So, Erich, what kind of drove you to decide that this was something that you needed to do?
It's ironic. Pretty much from the day we launched, about at least once a month, we would get a request to make a bird hunting vest. Obviously, a lot of our clay shooters are also avid dove and wing shooters, and based on the lightweight performance of our shooting vests, it just made sense for one, people to ask and for us to answer with a product like that. But we didn't want it to just be an extra offering. We wanted to kind of delve into a different product market as we look to answer some more asks and wants. We'll come out with some more products down the road. So we wanted to kind of create a vessel to do that, and I think we've been able to do a Barepelt Outdoors, and we're very excited with what we have in store in the future.
That's very cool. So, I mean, tell us, Erich, is this like a camo vest? I mean, go into a little bit about the vest if you could.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I'll let Zach and Desi talk, about some of the performance and the features on it, but we're, it'll be offered in solid colors, but we're proud to, reveal that we've entered into a very cool collab with Veil Camo. Those in the hunting world know the extent of their offerings in the camo world, not just in apparel, but they also do some really cool camo wraps on firearms, and a lot of major companies are using their patterns to wrap their guns, and they're a very ubiquitous brand in the market, and we were extremely honored and humbled that they were interested in collabing with us, and they've been very good to us and very supportive of our new product.
Well, I asked that question because it just so happens that Veil Camo sent a quote over to us, and I'd like to read this to everybody. It says, as a longtime shooting enthusiast and fans of Barepelt, we couldn't think of a better partner to bring a modern upland vest to the market utilizing our Veil Camo patterns. When we developed the characteristics of Veil Camo ideal partners, Barepelt checked every box. We searched for partners with a desire and a drive to be different than the countless Me Too products on the market. We look for the partners who want to establish an identity where the product in Veil Camo can work in tandem to create a custom premium look regardless of price point. Barepelt choosing Veil shows its reach into the shooting and upland markets. We are excited for them to utilize Veil patterns and give shooters their own personalized look, engineered patterns that work, all in a product recognized as the best of the best. So that's, wow. That's
what
huge,
dreams are made of.
Yeah, exactly. This has got to be very exciting for all of you over at Barepelt.
Yeah, very excited. We're looking forward to getting these on the backs of our upland and wing shooting customers, and having them be more comfortable out there in the field waiting for the doves to flush.
Gotcha. Well, Eric, can you, or do you want Zach or Desi to comment on this new vest? What kind of features, what kind of materials? Is it a complete departure from the standard Barepelt vest? Help us tell our audience a little bit about what they can expect with this.
It's a very simple design, but I think I'd be remiss not to have Zach and Desi kind of describe the features. And back in April, we reached out to them and asked, what are some things that, some upland hunting vests that a more simple design would entail or need? And obviously, they shoot all the doves in Georgia and Texas. So, we couldn't think of two better partners to help us get this thing developed and tested. So I think they'd be, like I said, I think it'd be better to kind of discuss that part of the product.
So Zach, you and Desi were on the testing side of us. Tell us about this. What were your first impressions of the vest in the field?
Yeah. So first of all, obviously we love Barepelt, and Heather and Eric and Colleen are great people, and they run a great business. So we were super excited when they contacted us about this vest. Zach and I are huge wing shooters. That's what we love to do. So this is a big, a product that's a big part of our life that we utilize a lot. And it was fun to kind of, start not necessarily from scratch, but, try to add in some features that maybe we couldn't find in the market. And as everybody who wears a Barepelt vest knows, they're super comfortable. They're really lightweight. They're very breathable. And a lot of the wing shooting that people do in, early season, it's in warm weather places. We're in Texas, we're in Georgia, we're in, the temperature is warm. So you can't put on, a really heavy wax wear, vest or pouch because it's just so hot.
Right.
So just the fact that the vests were really lightweight and breathable was a great start. Just the clay target vest. So we try to continue on with that. One of the major features that I think sets this vest apart from your clay shooting vest is the water resistant or waterproof material. Obviously, when you're hunting, it can be a little bit messy sometimes, whether that be, putting birds in your pocket, or it's raining, or it's muddy, and you're, like, for example, if we're, teal hunting and you're sitting in the blind, it can get, things can get wet, and you don't want to get wet. So we've added some water resistant material in the back pocket. So we've added a bird pocket basically to the back of the vest. And that material back there is water resistant. When we did some field testing, it's pretty incredible. Literally, we hung the vest up and we took a mason jar full of water and poured it into the back pocket of the vest, and nothing leaked out.
Wow.
It's got sealed seams. It's absolutely waterproof back there, which is pretty cool. So that's one of the major features I think that's, super helpful. We did some enlarged pockets on the front. The chest pocket, for example. So like when you're hunting, you want to put your cell phone in your front pocket or some other little knickknacks. And the clay shooting vest pocket was just a little bit on the small side for what we were wanting. So we made that bigger. And then the other feature we also put in was an inside pocket, which is also water resistant or waterproof. And that's got a zipper as well. So when you have your hunting license and your ID or your money and you don't want it to get wet and you don't want it to be bulky, you have that inside pocket to put those things or your earplugs, whatever you may need. And it's got a complete zipper. So when you're bending over, right, you're picking up birds and you're bending over a lot, nothing's going to fall out of that pocket. So those are just some of the kind of major key features of the new vest.
Very cool. That is, man, I can't wait to see this thing.
Gotcha. Well, Zach, let me bounce over to you real quick. Obviously, you've had a little time with the vest and played around with it. As far as feel goes, like walking, I mean, I used to bird hunt back in the day and used to go up to northern Michigan for grouse and woodcock. It does get hot in the early season. So as far as, Barepelt always claims everything's keeping you cool and comfortable. Does this fit the bill for sure? And is there any issues you see moving forward as far as the durability?
Wearability wise, it's going to feel very similar. I think one of the big advantages of a Barepelt, competition vest is you can have full of ammo, a lot of weight in your pockets, and the vest still feels very light, as you guys know.
Right.
The fit around your shoulders and everything. I think when you have, if you got 5 or 6 pheasants in the back or 15 doves in the back, I don't think you're going to feel them.
Okay. Now, is it cut a little bit different than the shooting vests are, or is it very similar?
Eric and Heather will definitely know more on the actual exact cut, but to me it's pretty similar.
Okay, gotcha. Eric, did you want to chime in on that, or?
Yeah, it is the same cut as our shooting vest. The way it falls on you and drops, so we felt was the perfect start for an uploaded hunting vest, and we kept the tried and true as our foundation, so we didn't feel we had to change a thing fit wise for our version 1. So we were able to kind of keep the same winning recipe.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it works, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Right. Sorry, and the sizing is still the same too. I apologize. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Sizing is still the same as our competition shooting vest.
Oh, cool.
Very cool. Hey, Zach, both you and Desi are staples in sporting clays, and to have a crossover product like this and be involved with a great company like Barepelt, as a whole, this had to be pretty exciting for you, right?
Oh, it's definitely exciting. Anything, we get to do some hunting stuff with Beretta and Winchester. That's always exciting. It's just anytime you can kind of expand your reach in the industry or anything else is exciting for anybody.
Yeah, and again, Barepelt's a great company, and Heather and Eric and Colleen are great. But it's fun to be able to put your hands on a product that you can use and you can kind of make your own. And it's something that, again, we feel like has a place in the market and we want to use it. We went teal hunting, like Zach said, not too long ago. And it was the perfect scenario for us to be able to, put the vest on and sit down. I didn't even need a backpack. Teal hunting's pretty quick hunting when it's good early season. So you don't really need a lot of stuff. So we were shooting small gauges, but I fit all of my ammo, my cell phone, my earplugs, everything I needed in my vest pockets. And that's what I walked to the blind with. I didn't need a backpack or any kind of extra things. It's also very warm. So I wasn't, sweating my butt off wearing this vest while I was, hunting. So it's really fun to be able to work with them and just create a new product,
Yeah, no, I could definitely see the need for this. Like Sean said, we're wing hunters from way back, and this fits the bill to me. Just describing this, I'm excited. I want one,
Yeah, I remember how hot it was. Like you go out hunting in early September, dove or whatever.
Mainly doves this time of year.
It's just hot. It's just hot. So I get that.
Not only that, but to have something that you could throw over top of a hoodie and it still fit good and be able to go out and wear without getting too hot, like Desi said, or you know what I'm talking about. A lot of the waterproof hunting vests that we were using were also like not breathable.
Yeah, it's like wearing trash bags, basically. Yeah, absolutely.
So, no, this is awesome.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest features that I really, really enjoy about it is being able to include or incorporate that waterproof factor without wearing waxwear cotton or heavy or, non-breathable materials. Being waterproof is great, but when you're sweating on the inside, it kind of defeats the purpose of not getting wet on the outside.
Gotcha. Hey, Erich, I wanted to circle back real quick. Had a question about the camo patterns. Are you guys going to have just a set number available? Are you going to offer any kind of customization features like you do with the competition vests, or how do you plan on doing that?
Yeah, you bet. We're going to have several patterns to start with, and that's the beauty of it. You'll have a choice right off the bat. And there won't be any customization on this product. There won't be a name on the back or logos or anything like that because it's not developed for that purpose. So these will be again they're very simple and I like to call it a high speed hunting vest. So
okay,
high speed, low vis. So yeah, we can't wait to get this out there. That's for sure.
Gotcha. So it's basically going to be the whole vest is one camo pattern. You're not going to have like a difference from front to back or sides or anything like that, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
On the veil camo, so because we're not going to start with a lot of customization like like Barepelt's clay shooting vests, like Erich said, they're going to offer several different lines of camo. And I know over the years, Zach and I always joke, and we always have the conversation about the matching camo thing. And some people say, oh, it's real bougie and you got to have the matching camo. And, and then some people kind of make fun of you, when you've got the old school camo and Sitka and something else and you've got, 5 different camos on. I don't think the birds really care at the end of the day. But
right.
It is really, really cool for us, particularly to have this vest partner with Veil because a lot of Beretta's new stuff is Veil camo. So I can now wear all Veil camo, all matching camo, and no one can pick at me for not having matching camo.
Gotcha.
Very cool. Hey, everybody, I'm sorry. I got to stop this for a second. Do you understand this is the first time Desi's been on this podcast?
Right.
We got to ask. Right. Okay, Des, sorry. We're going to ask you some clay target questions now. Hey, so speaking of that, Desi, while we're on that, you guys are both national champions, you and Zach. Is it kind of cut and paste routine getting ready for the nationals, or do you guys kind of change stuff up? I mean, what are you doing this year to prepare, if you don't mind sharing a little bit of that with us?
Yeah, I would like to think it's kind of cut and paste, but it really just depends on the schedule. This year, we've been traveling a lot, and we have a little break here at home right now. So I went out to the range yesterday, and I practiced, and I'm going to try and get in a couple more days before we leave. But the two weekends prior and the week before nationals, we're going to be out of town on work trips. We're going to be up in Illinois doing some teaching thing with Winchester, and then I will actually be in North Georgia with Beretta for a ladies hunting group, and that's all right before nationals. So this year, the actual trigger time right before nationals just isn't going to happen. But I think after doing it for so many years, it's more of a mental preparation than anything.
Okay.
You kind of, after all these years of shooting, if there's one specific flaw in the game, obviously, you need to go out and work on that. But if, by this time of year, we should kind of have that all put together. So it's just kind of mentally preparing and preparing for the week, not just the shooting, but nationals is a huge event for us. It is a crazy schedule, as many people have at nationals. Yeah. And we have something going on every evening and all day long. So it's just kind of, getting through the checklist, making sure that we have everything organized and together and just kind of getting the schedule laid out. So when we get there, you just feel more prepared.
Gotcha. Zach, anything to add to that?
Not really. It's really just business as usual for me. I can't tell you that as a lot of people know, I'm not a big practice guy anyway. And when I do practice, I'm not very good at it. So I just get frustrated and stop.
Usually he makes it about 3 or 4 stations into practice before he starts hip shooting or shooting over the head. 3 or 4 stations is a lot. So.
But I mean, I feel confident. I've been shooting fairly well the second half of the year. Not my best, but not bad either. Again, you could practice for nationals for a week and when you get there, you might have practiced the wrong targets. So it's more of a mindset thing. I'm pretty sure I know what to expect. But I've had such a good run at it that I haven't put a lot of preparation into it in last year or the years prior either. So to me, it's just staying consistent and just being ready.
You know, Zach, it cracks me up because you think, all right, we're going to hear from a national champion. He's going to tell me I got to do this and that and this and that. You've been shooting for so many years. You're like, yeah, we're just going to take some time off and shoot from the hip and play around. And it's like, and he still shows up and wins a national championship, you know? So, but I guess after so many years of burning powder, right, you're not going to teach yourself something new going out to practice.
Yeah, I mean, I know last year I shot my 200,000th registered target last season. Wow. So I've got a little bit of experience.
Yeah.
a little bit of time.
Right. Well, Eric, I want to hear from Eric. Now that you're retired from the fire department, are you going out and hammering, or are you trying to get warmed up for nationals any at all?
Man, I'm gonna die myself out here. No, I haven't. I suffer the curse a lot of guys do, and guys and girls of shooting at tournaments only, getting your practice in before you go out there, and that's just because obviously life gets in the way of your practice. However, I'm the type that needs that practice. Obviously, I'm nowhere near 200,000. I don't even know if I'm at 2,000 yet, but anyway, it's so I mean that's a lot of catching up to do. But I definitely perform better when I get some practice in, and I guess to put a plug in for Zach Kienbaum shooting and his coaching. I would say that one cathartic moment I had was I finally got a lesson with him earlier this year, and I'll say a lesson with Zach and Desi. The first 5 minutes is worth the next few hours. What they're going to do is I'm not going to give it away their secret sauce, but they'll get you looking at the gun and the bird completely different than you think you were. So, and that was a very big moment in my shooting. It's definitely helping me get over some of the the faux pas you make during practice. And you can practice all day long if you're not looking to have the right sight picture. When you call pull and move the gun, I mean, you could shoot 1,000 targets. It's not going to make you any better, more capable, on some of the regional level targets. So that was a big help. But obviously, if I put the time in and put a lot of those principles in and the time in, I would definitely suck a lot less in the sport. But but I'm getting there. I'm having a lot of fun shooting again, and really looking forward to getting out and doing it a lot more, traveling more, visiting some more clubs. We were able to do that a couple times on our way back from Southeast Regional. So, hopefully I'll overcome that hurdle and get some good quality practice time in.
Yeah, don't be afraid to give a little more work to Colleen. That way you can go out there and enjoy that retirement and really spend your time doing something that you enjoy.
Well, I tell you what,
sure.
I was talking to a youngster here a few weeks back, and I said, so who's your favorite shooter? And he said, Zach. He goes, I want to shoot just like him. And I said, well, you better clear your schedule for the next 20 years. And he kind of looked at me funny, and I said, he went to the national championship for, I think you said it was over 20 years, didn't you, Zach, before you actually won it?
Yeah, I think it was my 25th.
Yeah. And that's what they don't understand. They think that they're going to go, out this weekend and train, and guess what?
Yeah. Boom! I'm national champion.
I did well as a junior. I won as a junior and several other podiums as a sub junior and junior. But yeah, the high overall is something completely different. That being said, there's been some juniors very close to the top, and Joe winning. But 25 years, 25 tries.
Wow.
To finally get it was. Man, I guess I'm a slow learner.
All good things come to those who wait, right, Zach?
Well, there's one person that's not on the phone with us, and I think we need to get her on the phone. She recently took a lesson from Zach and Desi, and I want to talk to her, so let's get Colleen on the phone. The Dead Pair. All right, we have roped the lovely Miss Colleen in on this call. How you doing, Colleen?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
We're doing great, Colleen. Thanks for joining us.
Freshly married.
Freshly married. That's right.
How's that going, Colleen? Are you ready to strangle him yet?
Oh, no, we are good. It's funny. Everyone always asks, like, oh, how's the married life? But honestly, everything's the exact same. We're great. It's been a ton of fun, especially now that the wedding planning is over and we don't have all that stress.
Yeah. Well, we were just asking Zach, we were just talking to Zach and Desi about some coaching, and your dad was filling us in. You and your husband took a lesson from Zach and Desi recently. How'd that go for you?
We did. It was awesome. And I guess I never even really thought about it, that my husband hasn't shot before, and I had only fired a gun twice ever before that. You know what I mean? So I wasn't super confident in my skill or anything like that. I really didn't have any idea what I was doing, and it was really cool. And especially, Nate, first time being around it at all, it was really cool that we were able to learn from two of the best, and that was a really special experience. And everybody says when you start doing it, you fall in love with it. And I always thought I like it. It's fun, but I don't have that same excitement that other people do. But it's funny that it's true. After our day with Zach and Desi, Nate and I both just fell in love with it. It is so much fun, and we were very, very lucky to learn from them, being our first time.
So are we going to see you out on the course soon?
Yeah, I don't know how confident I am in my skills to be competing, but I definitely am having fun with it. You might see me out on a practice course, but I don't know how soon you'll see me competing.
Gotcha.
I don't know about shooting a shotgun during a tournament, but boy, you sure are shooting that camera a lot during a tournament. The Barepelt family photography has been awesome. I mean, I've seen so many shooters that just smiling ear to ear, and it's got to be cool for you to capture that, right?
Oh yeah, totally. So that's one of my favorite, well, probably aside from getting to see everybody and hang out, that is my favorite part of being at the shoots, is seeing the excitement and people having fun out on the course, so being able to capture that is super fun for me. And I also love being able to share those moments with other people. Like I've said in the past on the podcast, it's really cool when I see people who are super excited to get their picture taken, and they say, oh, I've been doing this 8 years and never gotten a picture of myself. You know what I mean? So
yeah. To
capture them really having fun, doing what they love to do, it's really special for me too.
That is very cool. So I know you're going to be there with the booth full force at Nationals coming up, right?
Yes, we will be there the entire time. I'll be out on the course taking pictures every single day. We'll be capturing super cool pictures and videos that I'll be putting together. So I'm super excited to see everybody, and we will have everything set up, vending from the start of Nationals to the last day. We're there the whole time.
So, Colleen, at the National Championship, are you going to have the new vest, maybe a prototype or a sample of what it could be for people to look at, maybe look at some different camo patterns and stuff?
Yes, I'm super excited. They won't be for sale yet at this time or at that time during Nationals, but we will have prototypes that people can come by and learn about and see the camo options and get to know what the new vest will be like. So I'm pretty excited for people to see that little preview.
Awesome. Very cool.
Gotcha. Well, we are definitely looking forward to seeing you guys all down at Nationals. Can't wait. It's coming up very, very quickly. And we hope everybody does well out there competing. Zach, Desi, we guys give you guys the best of luck to get out there and get her done again. Jason, anything? Are we missing anything here? Or?
I just want to know if Desi's going to have a Bloody Mary with us. We'll have to find somebody that can make us a Bloody Mary at Nationals, right?
Oh, I'm sure we can find somebody.
Right.
My mom makes a pretty neat Bloody Mary, so.
Nice. All right, Bloody Mary's at the Barepelt tent.
Sorry, Zach. We're stealing Desi for a half hour. We're going to have a drink, so.
That's all right.
Well, I sincerely appreciate the time all of you spent with us tonight. This is very exciting, and I cannot wait to check this thing out. Sean, I mean, I think this has definitely been something that's been missing for a long time, and to be on with a company like Barepelt and see the innovation that you guys are doing, Erich, Colleen, Zach, Desi, this is awesome. I don't know what else to say.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's very exciting for all of us as well.
Well, guys, thank you again very much. We appreciate it. Any closing thoughts, Erich?
No, we're excited to see everybody at Nationals. Like I said, we'll clean out on the course, collecting those memories for everybody and through pictures and photography, obviously, and video. And, we'll have the booth open the entire time. We look forward to everybody stopping by and get out there, practice, shoot well, and stop by Barepelt before you go.
Gotcha. Zach, Desi, any final thoughts?
I think we're forgetting something.
Uh-oh.
Desi Rapid Fire.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, but you just totally robbed us. Now we don't have a reason to call her for a whole podcast, Zach.
Oh, okay. You can
I tell you what, though, we got her on here, and he brought it up, so we're going to do it.
Heck yeah.
All right, Desi, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, gun. What make and model you shoot?
Beretta A400 XL.
Is that a custom stock or factory stock?
It is a Greenwood custom stock.
Very nice. And is that ported, Desi?
I did not port my A400, this current one. I have shot ported in the past, but my current gun is not ported.
And what chokes do you use?
I still rock my Rhino chokes. Love them. They're awesome. And I love that 17 thousandths. It's an off constriction, I know, but in my mind, that's what I'm confident with, and it freaking will hammer a target.
Yeah, buddy.
So you're using the Elites then, right?
Yes.
All right. This goes without asking, but I'm going to ask anyway. Ammo.
Definitely the good old Winchester AA. I shoot the 1 ounce 1250 load, also known as the Desi load. Bright red, Winchester red, has to be red. Every once in a while, I will throw in a 1 ounce 1250 diamond grade when I feel like I need a little extra power out there. But always the double A's.
Are you rocking 8s or 7.5s, Des?
I rock both.
Okay.
Probably more 8s than 7.5s. I've come to build a lot of confidence in those 8s, and I probably shoot more 8s than 7.5s, but I use both.
Okay. And again, I can't believe I'm going to ask this question. Erich might even reach through the phone and strangle me. Vest or shell bag?
Definitely my Barepelt. I love my Barepelt. I actually use the thicker fabric. I like a thicker fabric Barepelt. To me, it just feels like it. I like a little bit of feeling on the vest. I don't like feeling like I don't have a shirt on.
Right.
So I like the thicker stuff, and I definitely have a bunch of different designs, which I love about it, and all of the cool features. And then my shooting bag, it kind of depends on what I'm using at the time. Right now I'm using a Beretta backpack, but that kind of changes from time to time. When they get gnarly, I toss it out and get a different one. So.
Gotcha. What are you using for eye protection?
Pila. I shoot in the Raptor frame.
Okay.
Dennis from Clay Target Vision is amazing, and he's got me set up in the kind of modified Raptor frame. I have correction, so both of my lenses have correction ground into the lens, and it's a great frame for anybody looking for correction without inserts in their shooting glasses. You can get all of the same colors and lens options in that frame.
Okay, perfect. Ear protection.
I shoot the Sound Gear. They're actually made by Sound Gear. And they're just the battery operated ones. I do have the Phantoms that are rechargeable, but with us traveling as much as we do, I lose a case or I forget this. So I'm just using the battery operated ones, but they are sound gear.
Perfect. And then lastly is what's in your bag. Now we're looking for that lucky rabbit's foot. I think Zach admitted on a previous podcast that he's got your fingernail polish in his bag. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But no, we're looking for something odd that you carry in your shooting bag with you.
I'm trying to think. I just cleaned out my shooting bag. I have some random stuff like chapstick. I guess that's not super random, but chapstick. I do still carry around the Cole Gunsmithing, Rich and Jana's granddaughter, Halcyon, actually used to, when she went to shoot, she used to make these little, I don't even know what they are. They're like essential oils that you like roll on your skin. And it was the cutest thing. So this was her little project and she was making these, and they have different scents, and each jar or each little roller that she makes has, a combination of different oils in it. And then she wrote on these little stickers that she put on each jar. And one of them was courage. One of them was focus. One of them was, stamina or perseverance or something like that. And it was the cutest little thing. And she was selling them at the shoots. So obviously we bought some. And I still, to this day, I probably got those from her, 3 or 4 years ago. And I still,
like a year and a half.
No, at least 2. Anyways, I still carry those around. So they're like these weird essential oils. And then she also gave me a lucky penny one year. And I still carry that around in my shooting bag.
Nice.
Very cool. Well, I'm just waiting to see Sean out on the course rubbing essential oils on. Well, Desi said this works.
Well, that's what I mean. I feel weird. And, I bust out this little velvet bag and open it up like I've got some secret in there. I like roll it on my wrist and it's actually come in, I'm not going to lie, it's come in handy a couple times when my allergies start bothering me, like my nose gets all stuffed up and I look like a weirdo and I'm rolling it like on my top lip to try and breathe. And so whether it's helped me hit more targets or not I don't know, but I still carry it around and I would like to think it does. So
very cool. That is funny.
That's great.
Love it. Well, we're still going to steal you for a full-blown podcast here one of these days. I think it's coming, Sean. It's long overdue.
Yep.
So,
well, I'd love to.
But thank you guys very much.
Quick closing thoughts on that. When we gave a lesson to Colleen and Nate, super fun. Zach and I had a blast. And obviously, doing video and getting pictures of that and their excitement, they did really, really well. And a couple times during the lesson, like Colleen said earlier, she can see now when, she witnesses it when she's taking, pictures of people getting frustrated or the excitement that they have when they turn around after they shoot a pair or leave the station. And it's funny to kind of see those things come out in her when she was shooting, and her husband did awesome too. And he's a pretty quiet guy. And he got all into it, and wanted to keep shooting. So they definitely got the addictive part, but super fun that we got to do the lesson with them. So we've got Erich shooting. Colleen has shot. Heather, I'm going to call you out. You're next.
Well, this has been a lot, this podcast. We've had a lot of cool, exciting information come out. And
Definitely.
I'm looking forward to seeing this all down at Nationals. So thank you guys very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys for having us. Appreciate it. Thanks, Zach and Desi.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll talk to you all soon. Thank you, guys.
All right. Take care, guys.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Be safe. See ya.
Well, Sean, another one of our sponsors being innovative.
Yeah, that's Barepelt in a nutshell, though. They're always coming out with something new.
Yeah, for sure. And what a great family. You can tell by Zach and Desi, great sponsored shooters. Mm-hmm. It's good company to be with.
Yeah,
sure.
And definitely going to be interesting for the hunting crowd to see how that all works out. I'm excited. I think they're going to do very well.
Oh yeah, I want one for sure. I mean, I haven't even seen it yet, and I want one. So, but hey, thank you very much, Barepelt, for joining us. Of course, Sean, Elite Shotguns.
Yep, definitely gotta love Elite, and if you need a gun, check them out. Give them a call. They'll help you out.
And then, of course, you want to feed that gun
with some premium.
Let me back up here a minute. I listened to a podcast one time where a very well-known gunsmith said something. He says, when you buy a Ferrari, you don't pull up to, Sunoco and fill it with 87 octane. You put high test in it.
Right.
So if you've got a nice shotgun, you want to put some good ammo in it.
Heck yes.
So what are you going to put in it, Sean Allen?
You're going to put some nice Fiocchis in it.
Some little rhinos.
Little rhinos, some white rhinos, anything. Everything they make is good.
Oh, yeah. Especially those Exacta loads. Man, those are good shells.
Fantastic shells.
Like I say, thank you very much to Barepelt. We love us some Barepelt. Eric, Heather, Colleen, of course, Zach and Desi, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Sean Alley, so we've talked about some vests. We've talked about some ammunition, some shotguns. Now, you got a little bit of land. You want to practice. Or if you're a club and you want some good, high-quality equipment.
Yep.
What are you going to do?
You're going to look at Atlas. Yeah. Of course.
I'm telling American made.
American made Atlas traps.
Stainless steel and aluminum. I mean.
Nothing better.
Nothing better.
Right.
Now, if you want to see that target really super clear.
Well, you got to look at your RE Ranger lenses, preferably the Reacts, which
preferably
are awesome.
Yes, for sure. Quit hounding me, people. I don't know when they're coming out with prescription lenses.
How many questions did you get this week, Jason?
Oh, Jiminy Christmas. No, and I wish I had a good answer for everybody that's asking me. I really don't. Of course, Sean, we've talked about protecting your eyes. You also want to protect your ears.
Yes, and the girls at Odo Pro are who you want to reach out to. They will hook you up, and Dr. Grace knows her stuff.
Yes, for sure. Now, we've talked about a really fine shotgun and really fine ammo. How are you going to control those patterns coming out of that gun?
Well, the guys at Rhino can hook you up.
I'm telling you what.
Barrel porting, chokes, and gun fit. Those guys can do it all.
Yes, 100%. Now, if your mind's a little tweaked.
Yeah. A little.
If you're like me.
or me.
And you need serious help.
Yep.
You're going to call this lovely Dawn Grant.
Yep.
She's going to slap you around. She's going to get your mind right.
And get you on the path.
So now you've got all this stuff in tune. Where are you going to go to shoot, Sean?
Well, you know what? If you're down in Florida, the best place to visit is Faro Beach.
Right?
Beautiful course. Brian Palmer will take you out there and show you all the lovely terrain and traps that they have.
Yes. He's going to take you and show you that new clubhouse and the Dead Pair patio right on the back of it.
Heck yes.
And while you're there, you're probably going to bust some really cool targets.
Yeah, from White Flyer.
Right?
And they are more than happy to make as many as you want to break.
And if you're going there for a tournament...
Well, let's see. I think you'd be able to find that tournament on Score Chaser.
Right?
Yeah.
And on the way there, if you want to listen to a really cool podcast...
I know these two idiots you can tune into.
Yeah. These two jackasses in Ohio. Oh, man, I have fun with this. God, I love this podcast.
Yep.
Well, Sean, we tell everybody every week, take someone new shooting, take them to a tournament, and we want you to invite new people to experience all this fun stuff that we get to experience every week, right?
Yep. And if you want to help us out, guys, bring new people into the sport. I mean, that's how it grows. That's how we make it better. We bring more people in. We grow the sport. We raise awareness of it, and we show everybody what a great time you can have and what a great community this is.
That's right. And you know what? We've got some videos coming out, so get over to YouTube. Like and subscribe. If you really like us and you want to say good things about us, leave us a review on Apple. We'd really appreciate that. Sean Alley, I think I've came up with all the quirky, dumb stuff I come up with for one night. So until next week.
We'll see you all back here on the Dead Pair Podcast.
We'll see you next time on the Dead Pair Podcast.
The Dead Pair. The Dead Pair Podcast is brought to you by Elite Shotguns and Vero Beach Clay Shooting and is fueled by Fiocchi USA. The Dead Pair theme song was written, arranged, and produced by Toby Tomplay. Special thanks to the following sponsors: Barepelt, Rhino, Odo Pro, Dawn Grant, Atlas Trap Company, RE Ranger, and White Flyer Targets.